Well, we're down at Noa and we're talking about the business network who are putting on this event, talking about the local people who produce things. And of course, DEFA has come up in conversations because everyone's saying you're very key to this, Andrew, because the new startups come to you for advice, maybe some support, I don't know about money. But it's quite interesting to see how many people are producing things on the Isle of Man.
It's more and more over the last sort of 15 months now that the Food Matter strategy has been going. More and more people are taking notice of what local food actually is around. And in terms of the producers, yes, we work with the startups all the way up to the large manufacturers as well. The whole thing about the Food Matter strategy is getting local and getting the consumer to actually ask for local.
This is a strategy that you're running as DEFA, is it?
The Food Matter strategy was passed in Tynwald in 2014, and it's part of a DEFA strategy which we're doing. I mean, the whole thing about the strategy is we're looking at it as a consumer-led thing. So the whole thing is we're looking at what the consumers want and going backwards to how we can actually find it for them. You know, for argument's sake, the provenance label, when that was launched this year, we had some designs, but the ultimate design was decided by the Isle of Man public, which is great. It is a consumer-led project that we're really quite proud of.
I mean, farmers markets, I know they have the food bank swap thing here that once a month or whatever this thing's called, but people bring in food and change it. It seems like it's come from nowhere almost. So. It
has. It's suddenly sort of exploded, which is great. I mean, it just continues from strength to strength. As you're saying, you've got the food assembly, which is now delivering to Peel and to Castletown. You know, the food festival we've had a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, we at one point at the Villa Marina, we were fully booked. We could not literally get any more people in terms of producers, which is a bit scary. And we had a waiting list, which is the first time ever. It's great. It's great that we actually are beginning to see how well the Isle of Man food is. We won 50 odd awards in the Great Taste Awards, which put our food probably some of the best in the world, and the Isle of Man creamy wing the Northwest Golden Fork for their whey butter. It's brilliant.
Someone watching this now has got a new idea, something that's not touched. What's the process, and is it a long, complicated government GUI process? You know what I'm saying?
It's not. It's to be honest, the process is come and give me a shout at DEFA. The whole thing is it's there to help. We try and be as quick as possible. You walk into DEFA. I think that's going back a couple of months. Somebody walked in with an idea. The first half they were talking to my colleagues in the environmental health team. They then come to see myself, and then probably half an hour later on they're talking to my colleagues. Had an appointment with the colleagues in DED. The whole thing is we know the private sector has to make a decision today. That's the way we want to do. We want to actually make sure it's not, in your words, a GUI process.
Anyway, the Isle of Man Business Network putting on this event, it's quite interesting to have so many of the producers coming in like this.
It is actually, yes. Sort of with the business network, DEFA's in partnership with them. So in terms of showing the business network in terms of what's actually out there, and there's more and more coming through all the time. I mean, in terms of sort of what we look at each day, it can range from sort of gins to meat to pies to vegetables. No 2 days are the same, which is brilliant, and it shows sort of how great the food is here.